Welcome to another video here today. It's Epic Gamer Vortex, and today we will be learning how to do the Pythagorean Theorem. So I'm pretty sure you've heard about it, but for those who haven't, it's determining one side of a right triangle by having the other two values. So as in this problem, you can see it gives us the value of the hypotenuse and the base, but it hasn't given us this value. So in order to solve it, we use a formula called a squared plus b squared, just give me a second, is equal to c squared. And basically that means, let's plug it in. But before we start, this is always the value. C is always the hypotenuse. It's going to be the largest number. And then, these can change, but usually this is B and usually this is A. So all we have to do is just plug it in. 9. Well, for A, we don't have a value. So we'll just leave that blank. And we're going to go to B squared, which is 9 squared. And is equal to 10 squared is 100, obviously. So that's going to be 81. 9 times 9 is 81. And then we have a missing value, which is A. So it's A plus 81. So all we have to do is subtract 100 from 81. So we just subtract 81 on both sides. And we get 19. And then if we square 19, so basically we have to put the square root of 19 to get the value. But for purposes now, because this is going to be a very long decimal, like a decimal, our answer, A, is the square root of 19. Because remember, we have to bring the squares back, because we squared it and we have to put it back. So let's move on to the next problem. Some more practice with the Pythagorean theorem. And let's see. Okay. So we have 12, which is C, the C value. Y is going to be the A value. And 8 is going to be the B value. So same thing as the last problem. We are going to do A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Now, you could format it a little differently, maybe, but this is the easiest way to do it. So I would suggest not changing it up at all. So here we are. So A we don't have. B squared is 8 times 8, which is 64. And then 12 times 12 is 144. So it's A plus 64 is equal to 144. And I want you to see that we are squaring the value of B here. 8 we are squaring. And as you can see, that once we square this, it becomes 64. And then squaring 12 becomes 144. So now to the next step. We have to find out A, so we're going to subtract 64 from both sides. And this is going to give us, well, let's see. That's going to be 0 left over. 4 minus 4 is 0. 14 minus 6 is 8. And that leaves us with 80. And remember, we have to put the square root over, because this one's obviously, again, not that. But if we want to do it, Like if you want to make it a decimal, it would be in between 8. No, it would be in between 8 and 9, but very near 9 because 9 times 9 is 81. So as you can see, square root of 80 is really close, but we have to put in that square root right now. So a is equal to 80. Square root of 80. The square root of 80, sorry. Now, to one more problem of practice. This one is different. We have the hypotenuse. We have the hypotenuse as a variable. And make sure not to mark, don't forget to mark it because it is very important. So B and A. So these are the problems you're going to see more often because this one I'm pretty sure is going to round out to a nice number. So A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Alright, so remember to pause the video here and try it out by yourself. And then think about it and then start the video again. Okay, I'm assuming you've obviously paused the video and tried it out. So let's continue. So 6 squared, because that's the A value, it's going to be 6 squared plus 8 squared is equal to C squared. Okay, so 6 times 6 is 36. And then 8 times 8, which is 8 squared, is 64, equals what? And I'm pretty sure it equals 100. Now, we're not done yet. We have to square this, so we have to add a square root. And the square root of 100 is equal to 10. This means that our x value, this value right here, is equal to 10. And that's it on the Pythagorean theorem. You just have to keep practicing. And I will be posting future videos like these. Don't forget to subscribe. I really would appreciate it. It took me a lot of time to make this video and prepare everything for it. And see you next time. Bye-bye.